Hello, this is Jim Kelly, CEO, founder 2 Seconds Logistics, and I have a very important topic today. It's very important if you have started your logistics business or if you're planning to start, it's still important for you to know how to scale your logistics business. It's very important to know how to scale your business, your logistics business, but much more important is knowing when to scale your logistics business. Some people scale too late, some people scale too early. Now, let me tell you the importance of scaling, right? Some people don't think it's even necessary to scale. If you're doing a business and the business is already generating some revenue for you, you don't see any reason to scale. Now, some of the reasons why you need to scale is you need to scale so that you can broaden your scope in terms of operations services that you offer. You need to scale so that you can reach more customers. You need to scale so that you can have better efficiency to fully cover whatever orders that you are getting. So these are some of the importance of scaling. This is why it's necessary to scale. Um, but there are some risks associated with scaling too early. It's very dangerous if you scale too early. Now, some of the risks associated with scaling too early is that you might be poor customer experience, and this poor customer experience might be as a result of systems that are overwhelmed, systems that are not yet efficient enough to be scaled. It might give the customers a very terrible experience. Another risk of scaling too early in your logistics business is cash flow problems, right? If you're still struggling to have reasonable cash flow and you go ahead to scale, remember, scaling takes up more expenses, it takes up more running costs and all that. So if your cash flow cannot accommodate that, then it's not the right time for you to scale your logistics business. Another risk associated with scaling your logistics business too early is high delivery failure rate. Now, if you scale too early and your capacity is not good enough to carry what you're scaling into, you're going to have a high failed delivery rate. A lot of deliveries are going to be failed, a lot of deliveries are going to be missed, a lot of deliveries are going to be cancelled, a lot of deliveries are not going to be carried out efficiently. And you don't want that for your business because it can start affecting the reputation and brand perception of your logistics business. Now, another risk of scaling too early is negative reviews that will also damage your brand reputation. When you scale too early and you're not able to meet customers expectation and satisfaction, you start getting negative reviews, and negative reviews kill business faster than so many things. It's very easy to destroy a business. So it's something you want to be very mindful of. Another reason why you don't want to scale too early is that you don't want to lose your core market. Some people are very good at a particular niche in logistics. For example, pick up and drop off. For example, food delivery. You have mastered that already. And then when it's not time for you to scale and you go ahead to scale into maybe gadget delivery or things like that, because you were good at the food delivery one and you're not even ready to move into the gadget one, you start losing that your core market, which is a very big problem. So it's important that you do not scale too early. Now that we know the importance of not why it's risky to scale too early, I'm going to tell you when it is necessary to scale. The signs that you will see, and you will know that it's time to scale your logistics business. But before that, let me tell you some of the options to scale. When people hear about scaling, they think scaling is necessarily about opening more branches only. No, scaling can come in different ways. It can be service area, which is where okay you're serving more areas, opening of more branches and all that. It falls under scaling through service area. You can also scale through delivery fleet. Sometimes you need to just stay where you are, be in the location you are, but expand your number of fleets just so that you can cover more the orders that come to you. Another way you can scale is tech infrastructure. When you see that okay, instead of having so many more branches, can I have many technology that will enhance deliveries to be done in several places for me? So you can explore using the tech infrastructure form of scaling your business. Then you can also have staff and operations. So when you see that, okay, one person is not able to take up this alone, you get two, you get three, you get four, depending on what will be fit for that particular job description, and the operations too. So these are some of the ways you can scale, not only opening up branches. Now, what are some of the signs that you will see that will make you know that, okay, my business is ready to be scaled? Number one is that you're seeing consistent demand growth. Now, let's say in the past 6 months, you've been experiencing high demand, consistent high demand. This month, maybe if you're used to doing 100 and the next month suddenly it becomes 150, the following month it becomes 180, the following month it becomes 300. That consistent demand tells you that it's time to scale. Now you look for any of the options that I've already earlier mentioned where you need to scale and see the one that best suits what that demand requires. Now, if you're getting a demand in a particular location that you don't cover yet, and you're getting those consistent demands, it means that your business is required in that location and you need to scale into that location. If you're getting higher orders than what you would normally do, and the fleets that you have cannot contain it, then it tells you that it's time to get more fleets. If you're getting more orders than the people that are on ground to take care of the orders, it means that you need to get more people on board to handle it. So that consistent demand, growth demand, is a sign that your business is ready for scaling. Now, another sign to let you know that your business is ready for scaling is operational efficiency. Now, if the current processes that you have are running very smoothly without hitches, and they are running in such a way that they can be replicated easily, then it's a sign that you're ready to scale. Now, if you're still struggling with the processes you have on ground in one particular aspect, how can you cannot scale, without getting yourself into trouble. But if if the processes are in such a way that it can be replicated somewhere else, can be replicated with something else, and it will still work, then it's a good sign that you are ready to scale your business. Another sign that will tell you that your logistics business is ready for you to scale is customer retention and satisfaction. Once you start getting good reviews, customers are satisfied, things are going smoothly, then it's time for you to scale. Or it might be a sign that it's time for you to scale. Another sign to let you know that it's time for you to scale your logistics business is financial stability. Remember, I said earlier that one of the risks of scaling too early is cash flow problems. Now, if you're beginning to enjoy some sort of financial stability, then you're good to go if you want to scale. Remember, I said scaling comes with added expenses, added running costs. So if you're not financially stable in terms of your operations, then it's not time to scale. But if you get to a point where you've achieved financial stability, then you can incur more costs, over time, that will bring in more revenue in the near future. So that's one of the signs to let you know that your logistics business is ready for you to scale. Now, what is another sign to let you know that your logistics business is ready to scale? It's market signal and opportunities. Sometimes you see a market opportunity somewhere, you see a market opportunity in a new niche, you see a market opportunity in a new service that your business can comfortably go into, and you can really do well in that particular niche or in that particular place. You've seen an opportunity, then you can explore scaling your business or expanding into that location, into that service, into whatever it is that you have seen a market opportunity. Now that you know when you should scale your logistics business, let me also tell you when not to scale your logistics business. Now, if you're experiencing any of the things I'm going to mention now, do not bother scaling yet. Focus on building what it is that you have on ground and improving it before you think of scaling. Number one, if you're still manually tracking orders, I don't think it's time for you to scale. If the processes that you use to track your orders is still done very manually, is still tacky, is not yet concrete, then it's not time for you to scale. You should focus on making that right before you scale to avoid a disaster. Another sign that you will notice that will tell you that it's not time for you to scale your logistics business is if you rely solely on just one or two big clients, then it's a problem, because Clients can leave, and if you rely on just one or two major clients and you scale into other locations and those clients leave you, what are you going to do? It's going to be a bigger problem for you. So you need to focus on getting more clients that are bringing in good business, that will be enough to sustain several aspects of the business depending on how you're scaling or what you're scaling into. Another sign to let you know that it's not time for you to scale your logistics business is if your margins are razor thin or you're taking on debt to survive. If your margins are too small, what are you scaling for? You're just going to experience huge disaster. So if you are in that particular stage, please improve what you have already on ground. Do not scale yet to avoid disasters for your logistics business. Now, how do you scale smartly in your logistics business in Nigeria? How do you scale smartly? Number one, hire gradually. Hire gradually. Don't just hire 10 people at the same time because you want to scale, 20 people at the same time. No, hire only what the business needs at that particular time and then gradually grow it. Start with, okay, one of this, one of that, one of this. You can grow into two of this, two of that. You can grow into three of this, three of that, but hire very gradually. Don't be in a hurry to hire everything you think that a standard business would need. No, hire only what your business needs at the time and grow gradually. Another way you can scale smartly is expand your technology. Now, invest in GPS tracking, invest in an app if you need to, invest in customer notifications, invest in things that can expand your operations or can make you do better in terms of technology. That's another way that you can scale very smartly with a minimal cost, and then you can experience high boost in revenue. Another way that you can scale smartly is train for scale. Offer trainings to your riders, to your staff. Offer trainings to make capacity to grow. Now, there are times where you don't necessarily need to have multiple of people handling different things. All you need is to conduct trainings on the people you already have so that there's more capacity to carry on whatever volume or whatever capacity will be required for you to carry. So, train for scale and maintain standards. Now, another way you can scale smartly is monitor performance metrics. What are some of the metrics that you should monitor when you want to scale? Is monitor the average delivery time. Okay, what's the average time it takes to have one delivery done? What is the order success rate? Okay, out of 1,000 orders, how many am I able um, to successfully close out? Monitor that. Another thing you need to monitor is the cost per delivery. What is my cost per delivery? Cost is not what you charge. Cost is how much it costs you to complete a delivery, right? So if it costs me averagely, when I check the cost of everything, and I mean even the things that you might think do not matter, the cost of manpower, the cost of data, the cost of airtime, the cost of fuel, the cost of wear and tear, and every other thing associated with handling one delivery, then you know exactly whether it's time for you to scale or which areas need you to scale, which areas need you to improve upon. So that's another metric you need to monitor. And you also need to monitor another metric called customer complaints. Check the level of customer complaints. If you're doing 100 orders in a day and you're getting 94 orders, then there's a problem. You need to look into that. Instead of scaling, then you need to work on your operations, scale something within the operations to solve that particular problem. So these are some of the metrics that you need to monitor if you want to scale smartly. Finally, another way to scale smartly is seeking micro funding. Now, when you think that your business is good to go to scale, and you think that you can, your business is already generating revenue, is already generating enough for you to seek for micro funding, don't hesitate to do so if you can, right? And make sure that whenever you seek for any sort of funding, make sure that you have done your analysis, you have done every plan necessary to make sure that you're able to cover whatever facility it is that you are requesting for within the duration that it is that you are requesting for it. So these are some of the ways to scale smartly. Now, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share to the people that are interested in it. I have good news, and that good news is that the 2025 fourth quarter masterclass is now available. The date is 13th December 2025. If you are interested in this masterclass that is going to give you an opportunity to discuss with me one-on-one, it's going to be a 2 hours masterclass with new insight, fresh insight that you have not found anywhere on my channel or anywhere on the internet or anywhere. I'm going to be giving you real practical insights, real practical knowledge if you want to start your logistics business, if you want to scale your logistics business. 13th of December 2025. If you want to register, I think the number is going to be on the screen. It's on the screen already. 0806 If you're not in Nigeria, plus 234 806 896 4035. So get in touch with that number via your phone call or via WhatsApp and get put through on what you require if you want to register for the masterclass coming up on 13th of December 2025. I'll see you in the next video. And for those that register for the masterclass, see you in class. Thank you.